Quanto sono?
7.
6 metti?
8.
Ermes Gasparini versus Leonidas Arkona. Before we watch their practice pulls, let's take a look at the intense workout that they did before this practice pull. So it's kind of important. Leonidas did 32 reps with 80 kilos. It was hammer curl, bicep curl kind of motion. So I think we can say it was a bicep curl. And Ermes Gasparini's face says it all. He was shocked and surprised by seeing how strong Leonidas really is. When Ermes tried the same exercise with the same weight, he was able to get to 24 reps. So keep in mind, it was already their max effort set. After that, Leonidas did 14 reps with 100 kilos. That is simply insane. We talk about the bicep curls of Morozov, Levan Saginashvili and many others. I think 14 reps with 100 kilos after already having done a max rep set is up there with all of them. Leonidas is a beast. Then they started practice pulling on the right arm. As expected, Leonidas had absolutely nothing for Ermes Gasparini. Why? Well, because it is Ermes. Even if we do not have a fair assumption as to who was tired how much, maybe Leonidas was more tired or maybe Ermes, because Leonidas did more reps. At least it showed that on his Instagram story. But on the left arm, things got kind of interesting. It was a slow pull. We know that Ermes Gasparini's strength is his explosiveness. But in that slow pull, Leonidas was able to put the brakes on Ermes. And that is something interesting. Once again, I will mention both of them were tired, so we don't really have the ability to draw exact conclusions here. If they were fresh, I think we would have been able to get a fair assumption in that case. But still, stopping Ermes Gasparini is a big deal. And once again, Ermes Gasparini's reaction says it all. Super strong.
Super strong.
Leonidas himself said that his left is much stronger than his right. And he also has a sticky point. When he is in that open arm position, he says that he feels the strongest there. And that is a really good sign for a super match puller. Leonidas with those kinds of strengths in weird positions may not be perfectly suited for tournament format, but for super matches, man, he can be really dangerous. And now, Devon saying that Leonidas may beat RVJ on the left arm, now that statement makes sense. Because even on his weaker arm, Leonidas was able to put the brakes on the 100 kg Italian champion. He was able to stop him and then beat him. Imagine what he would have done to him on the left arm. And in the past, we have seen Leonidas go up against Larry on both arms. On the left, he couldn't even feel Larry wheels. And it was the exact opposite on the right arm. Larry was stronger. But it looks like that now, Larry may be in trouble both left and right-handed. RVJ versus Leonidas on the left and Larry versus Leonidas on the right. Book it, Engin. Or King of the Table, whoever is interested. So after that, they talked about Jerry versus Ermes, and Leonidas said that Jerry has no chance against Ermes Gasparini because he just felt the power of Ermes. Maybe even Jerry would also feel the same way to Leonidas. There are many athletes who make statements once they arm wrestle and practice pull with some of the bigger athletes. They feel some overwhelming power and then they make predictions that that person that I just arm wrestled with is for sure going to destroy his opponent. But that may not always be the case because it can have some bias attached to it. You just practice pulled with the guy, you think he's strong and you kind of want him to win. I'm not saying Ermes cannot beat Jerry, but that wouldn't be based off Leonidas Arkona's prediction about the match.